The 10 Best Crime Movies of 2022. The Bad Guys. A rare film that's both animated and crime, The Bad Guys was a well-received but underrated 2022 film. It's a heist film that follows a group of skilled thieves who also happen to be animals, and all gathered to pull off an ambitious heist. The fact that it's aimed at a family audience but also follows a familiar cop movie narrative might make it a tough sell, but The Bad Guys ultimately received positive reviews and was considered one of the best DreamWorks titles of recent years. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. As far as cop movies go, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent was undoubtedly one of the lightest of 2022. To be honest, it emphasizes its action movie and buddy comedy elements more than any cop movie elements in its story about a gangster/Nicolas Cage superfan hiring the star to perform on his birthday was pretty hilarious. If you look at it as a comedy, it works pretty well, and with a rating of 3.5/5 on Letterboxd, viewers have responded positively. It helps even more when viewers are also Cage fans, like Pedro Pascal's character in the film. However, those looking for a darker or hard-hitting crime thriller might be better off looking elsewhere. The Outfit. The Outfit follows an English tailor named Leonard, played by Mark Rylance, who is used to sewing suits on Savile Row in London but ends up living in Chicago. While struggling to find work there, she ends up having to make costumes for a crime family as they seem to be the only people who want her special abilities. It's a good showcase for Rylance's talent as an actor, especially since he's the type of actor who seems to get cast in supporting roles more often than leading roles. The Outfit is a chance for him to shine front and center in a film, with acting and film in general proving highly regarded by Letterboxd users. Glass Onion. While Glass Onion may feature Knives Out in the title, it's not a sequel to 2019's Knives Out in the traditional sense. A different cast follows than the first, with the sole returning character being Benoit Blanc, Daniel Craig, who once again finds himself in the middle of a bizarre crime mystery in which, at least initially, no one seems trustworthy. It's another satisfying mystery comedy film with those crime/mystery elements that are interesting enough to make it work as a comedy where you can take the story a bit seriously, instead of being a parody of the films to be. Not comparable to Knives Out's score of 4.1 out of 5, but 3.7 to 5 is still commendable. Decision to Leave. Decision to Leave is another breathtaking roller coaster ride of a film from director Park Chan-wook, an ambitious film that works on multiple levels and across multiple genres. It's a film full of romance, mystery, suspense, and emotional drama all rolled into one, and it's relentlessly loaded with often stunning visuals. Doing so much at such a pace in nearly 2.5 hours can make Decision to Leave feel a little overwhelming, but the impact it has as an experience is hard to deny, even for viewers who feel lost during portions of it. Your rating of 3.9 out of 5 not only makes it to the top with the best crime films of 2022, but also with the best films of the year. Autobiography. The succinctly titled Autobiography is an Indonesian-language film that is also a co-production between 7 different countries. It's a low-key crime/drama about a housekeeper named Rakib who works for a retired mayoral general who eventually enlists Rakib's help in his campaign efforts. Rakib is asked to take on increasingly demanding responsibilities for his employer, and when things eventually turn violent, he begins a vicious cycle of conflict and revenge that proves impossible to stop. It has just over 2,500 viewers on Letterboxd and is one of the darkest cop movies of 2022 with an average rating of over 3.5/5. The Batman. Despite being a superhero film, The Batman has relatively little action. After all, this is the movie's credit, as it allows the famous superhero to be more detective than ever in a live-action movie, making this Batman movie one that feels more like a crime thriller than an explosive action-packed one-spectacle feels. A beautifully shot and compelling film. Runs for nearly 3 hours and contains an interesting mystery that unfolds slowly and in a most satisfying way. It currently has an impressive rating of 4.1/5 on Letterboxd, making it one of the highest-rated Batman films on the site. Argentina, 1985. Argentina, 1985 is an Argentine film that focuses on a real legal battle, the Juicio de las Juntas. It involved the prosecution of members of a military government behind a short-lived dictatorship in Argentina that lasted from 1976 to 1983, during which many systemic crimes against certain population groups were committed. Has become an acclaimed film outside of Argentina and was nominated for Best Foreign Film at the 2022 Oscars. Its success is matched by reception from Letterboxd users, with just over 75,000 viewers giving it an average rating of 4.1/5. Burning Days. Burning Days, a Turkish film about a prosecutor who is sent to work in a corruption-plagued small town, currently has a rating that places it above most crime films as of 2022, at least according to Letterboxd users. It's even enough to land it on the site's top 250 feature list, where it currently ranks 200th at 17,000 viewers. It's definitely resonating with those who've seen it, as a 4.2/ rating and a place in the all-time top 250 are impressive achievements. National Theatre Live, Prima Facie. Prima Facie is a filmed play which is another part of the National Theatre Live series, in which plays which are normally performed live are filmed and shown in cinemas. For those who don't live near cinemas, it's a way to catch acclaimed live shows that have played in previous releases, among others. Tom Hiddleston and Benedict Cumberbatch. Prima Facie is a one-actor filmed show, Jodie Comer. He plays a young lawyer who is attacked by another defense attorney and decides to press charges against him. It has a surprisingly high score of 4.7 out of 5, and while it may not have the showcase of other 2022 crime films loved by Letterboxd users, it ultimately qualifies as such and currently holds the highest rating since its release year.